Mother's Day and final day of Jazz Fest tomorrow, and then we continue to heat up by a few degrees heading into next week. Right now, a little bit of a hazy kind of look. We have partly cloudy skies, 87 degrees, and that is actually as high as we've gotten so far today. Temperatures area-wide mostly topping out today in the upper 80s. And looking at our recent high temperatures, this is for the month of May so far. We have been hovering mid to upper 80s. Really the hottest we've gotten at the airport. This is for the MSY location. 88 degrees the highest we've gotten so far this month. So today about 87. The average high right now is 83, so we're well above that, but not quite at those records, which today was 91. We didn't quite get there, and tomorrow it's 91 too. Now we will be getting closer to the lower 90s getting into this upcoming week, but just not there yet at the airport anyway, the official recording site for the city of New Orleans. Hour by hour though this evening we're dropping through the 80s. Here's our radar scene, and all that we have is a downpour over Plaquemines Parish, and this is going to be bringing some brief heavy rain, so we'll watch it, but it's kind of just staying somewhat stationary. Some of the heaviest rain, though, shifting a bit, but it's not really moving in one direction to the east or west or north, and that's all that we have. In fact, all across the southeast and even into Texas, we have that one downpour in Plaquemines Parish. Now, I wanted to show you as we move into the 7 o'clock hour, it should start to lose some of the fuel that it's had for that shower today. We also have a little boundary over us that you saw there helping that lift in that location. But our model, this is our high resolution model, it has a little more rain that we are not seeing on radar. So I just want to draw your attention to that. It has a bit more shower activity through about 8 p.m. and then we're quieter already just after 8 o'clock to about 10 o'clock. And we'll go ahead and forward into tomorrow. This is our Sunday, Mother's Day, some clouds, but no rain almost showing up on our model at least. And we're not expecting any really at different models that we look at because we'll have the high pressure in place over the next several days. I'll show you more about that in just a second. Temperatures tonight make it into the 60s to about 70. And then tomorrow for Mother's Day, that's my mom and me, by the way, a few years ago at Jazz Fest. She loves Jazz Fest so much. Highs tomorrow will be around 88, we'll say. Might be a degree or two higher here or there. And mostly we'll just be feeling hot and dry like we have been lately. Your local weather expert forecast for those of you over at Montague about 87, 88 will be in that same kind of range for tomorrow. So we'll say very warm to hot. Here's your planner out there at Jazz Fest tomorrow. In the middle of the day in the middle 80s, hitting that high very close to upper 80s, close to 90, and then back falling through the 80s for the evening. Now here's our upper pattern moving into this week. Look what happens. We start to see the big H this time of year. You see that really taking hold, and it does look like we'll have that through next week. That brings stable, sinking air. It prevents rain and clouds from forming, which could help with the heat, and it also just kind of brings our heating air that tends to heat up as it compresses with that downward motion. Now late in the week, it won't be so dominant and we may see this upper low start to sneak in. So what that would do is not a tropical kind of low, but it would just open us up perhaps for a few spotty showers at the end of the week. So that's why our temperatures continuing on this upward trend, and we'll see, it looks like probably one day it'll at least jump into the lower or middle 90s throughout most of the area, Tuesday through Thursday especially looking warm. And then by the end of the week, though, Friday and Saturday, and maybe even Thursday too, we will have a chance at least for some isolated or spotty rain. Ricardo?
A wild day of college baseball.